everybody, Jason Bowles, OutdoorProductReview.com. I'm just going to cover this tent that I just got in the mail. I'm setting it up in my backyard, making sure that I know how to put it all together. It's from a company called Ancheer, and they sell on Amazon.com. So this tent's about $50. It's a two-man tent, and supposedly it's waterproof, and you know, it's able to fit 2 people. But however, it would be for me hunting or something, it would probably just be me by myself because I have a lot of gear. But overall, for a $50 tent, you really can't beat it. It took like 2 minutes to put up. Real simple. It's the main tent down below here, and then it has the fly on it that's waterproof. The only thing I'd like to say on it, that there's a lot of space here. I'm going to walk you around the tent and show you. There's a lot of space underneath where air can get up. So I wouldn't recommend it for like a late season. We have a Mountain Smith sitting right in there that's like completely closed in and doesn't allow the air to come up in there. So it's good for those cold, windy days. However, if you stake this down pretty well, I think you'll be fine. But overall, so let's just go ahead and cover it. I'm just going to go through it. They also sent me a sleeping bag, so I'll show that as well. I have it open in the front here. This is what the whole front setup is. It's got non-stick zippers with a screen here in the front. It comes down. Getting inside, you can see it's got a screen on the back, which that's really it. There's 2 screens, and that's something I would like to see. Is I'd rather have 2 doors on a tent so I could have some good airflow. If it is a hot day and I'm taking a nap after a long morning of hunting, and I'm not sure this floor here, sort of this like tarp plastic floor, but it saves you from having to put a footprint down, although I probably would put another tarp underneath of it. So I have the door open here. Overall, pretty much that's about it with the fly, and it has this tiny little screen on the back you can unzip and roll up. But as far as airflow goes, it's not really going to happen. Even on the main tent without the fly, there's just no windows for any kind of air to move through. But you know, it's $50. If you need a tent for backpacking, this one only weighs like 5 pounds. It's not very heavy at all. It's lightweight, waterproof, enough to do the job for if you're going to do, you know, a backcountry trip, and if you rip it or something, then you're not really concerned about losing money. The vestibule out front, though, with the little storage area here, you see there's a huge gap. You can't really store stuff like on most tents where you can stake it all the way down. But not too bad. And I've tried to get this crinkle out of the front, but it just won't go away. So, I mean, I guess you have it like that. Crawling inside, though, yeah, you can't stand up. So this inside of the tent here, there's a window up front and then the big screen, but the whole side, there's nothing. No windows, no ventilation. So, you know, it might keep you warm. But let's go ahead, and we're gonna move on to the sleeping bag real quick. All right, so they sent me this, made by the same company. It's Ancheer. Ancheer. It'd be nice if it was Archer, but it's not. So that has a compression sack on it. This weighs 5 pounds as well. A little heavier than what I'm used to backpacking with, but the good thing about this one, it's a 2,300 gram duck gown, or duck down sleeping bag. So it's going to keep you warm. It's good to -10, and it has a nice compression sack on it as well. So open it up. The nice thing is the compression sack stays to the bag itself. So you're not going to lose your compression sack when you're up there. This will fit a person 6 foot 6 inches. It has some really cool features on it. So this is what the bag looks like. It's a mummy bag, right? The one cool thing about it, though, is it has an internal system, so you can put it together and not get cold at night. Your head's still in the mummy portion up here, but when your body's down below, you can tighten this with this zip tie, sort of like this, around either your neck or wherever. And so that's good. You're not going to lose any warmth from out of your bag. But it's just a nylon bag, but it's got that, like I said, that duck down in it. It's going to keep you warm to -10. So 5 pounds, I definitely would use this like during archery elk season out in Colorado. When it starts getting cold, you can unzip it a little bit if you get a little too warm, but it's always good because you never know when it's going to snow on you out there. So tell you what, the Ancheer and the tent and the sleeping bag, you know, you get both of these for about $100 a piece, and that's really not a bad deal at all. You'll be set. So a lot of people ask me, hey, what's an affordable thing I could get for out there hunting that doesn't cost $400 for a Mountain Smith tent, or you know, one of these Cabela's bags? I have some Cabela's bags that are good to -20, and those are $300 a piece. So this one right here, good to -10, $50, $100. It's a great investment. Something's going to last you a while. Only thing I'd like to say on the tent is that I'd like to see this go all the way down to the ground, the fly, and also more windows on the tent as far as that goes. And I'd rather have the fly connect to the tent itself instead of having to stake it out separately. So I'll tell you, for Outdoor Product Review, I'm Jason Ballas. Guys, go pick these up, $100. You can't beat it. I mean, you know, it's actually a pretty good price. So I'll talk to you guys later.